Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Nia, and we're back with another video, y'all. We're back. I told y'all, I said that I was gonna be back, and I am. And today's video is gonna be a story time. So get comfortable. That's why I'm in my little story time section. You know what it is. I want y'all to grab your drinks, grab your snacks, grab your popcorn, grab your friends, and get comfortable. You know, we're just gonna say a little story, spill a little tea, and get into that, you know? So let's get into the video. This story time, what should we title it? This story time title is gonna be Stalker Alert. Yes. The title of this video is gonna be Stalker Alert because I was low-key about to be stalked, y'all, or followed, or whatever it was, okay? And I know you're like, girl, you're so dramatic. And I might be. But I'm not being dramatic in this case, okay? So let's start from the beginning. I need y'all to know a little background about me so that this story makes sense to why my heart rate was up, why my senses were going off. Sensors? Why my senses were going off. So one thing about me is I struggle with anxiety and like social anxiety and like being places like I'm already on edge on high alert. So when I'm put in certain situations, it's just very nerve-wracking for me, and I get very anxious, especially when I'm like traveling or like in an area that has a lot of people who I don't know and I'm by myself. Sweetie, my head is like alert, alert, alert. You know, that's literally what it says in my mind. So, you know, where I live right now, it's not near my friends because my friends live in Orange County, and I live about an hour away from there. So I don't have a car out here. So if you want to buy me a car, do that so that this situation never has happened to me again. But so I don't have a car, so I have to take the train or Uber, but the Uber there is like $40, $50, and who's trying to drop $50 every time I'm trying to go there? And I used to go there like every weekend. So yeah, I had to take the train, and I was on my way back from Orange County actually. So the whole day was kind of weird to begin with because a lot of weird stuff was going on, and usually when I travel, like not that much weird mess happens. Like a little bit, I'm like, ooh, okay, that's weird, but not a lot. And this day, a lot of stuff was going on. So like, I had to take 2 trains. I don't know. This is all gonna make sense later. The first train I took, like, you know, I put my little headphones in because that's a sign, do not talk to me. If I have my headphones in, do not talk to me. Don't look my direction, nothing. Like, even in Ubers, like, if I have my headphones in, hi, sir, thank you for taking me where I need to go, but don't talk to me. So I have my headphones in, and I'm sitting behind this guy, and this poor other guy, he started talking to him, and he was basically explaining like his life story and talking about how he's an alcoholic and a drug addict and how he has kids and he hasn't seen his kids in a while because like he's just so addicted to drugs, but they're just so good. Like this man is like, yeah, these drugs, I haven't seen my kids, but I just can't get off these drugs, you know, they're just so good. Like this is what it is. He's talking about how he doesn't have a job, how he's been from house to house. Like he was like, you know, telling it all. And I was like, sir, why are you telling your tea to this person? You can't be selling your business like that. Like,
excuse me? You in my business? Yeah, don't do that.
oh, don't be telling your business like that. But he was talking to somebody else. I was just hearing all this. So I was like, whoa, this is hella weird. But I don't think that, I mean, you know, people tell their stories all the time. People, you know, that's the way of their therapy, getting it out to, you know, someone they don't know. Maybe they can't tell anybody else. So this stranger is a way for them to feel better about themselves. So that situation, like, wasn't too bad because I actually did feel kind of bad for that guy. But I hope he's doing well. Like, that was going on in my first train, right? So I get off, and usually when I go to the train station, I like to know like what gate I'm going to, like where's my train, like how long it's gonna take for it to come, like all that, because it just eases my anxiety when I'm traveling if I just have a plan. And that's in general, like even like when I'm driving or anywhere, like because I get anxiety when I drive. So just having a plan of where I'm going, what gate I'm going to, all that, like it just eases my anxiety. So I get off this train, I go, I'm looking for my, gate. I find it pretty easily, like I normally do. This is not my first time traveling. I've been using the train for like my third time, maybe four, So I go to my gate, and my train's not coming for a little while. So, I got some time to kill. But again, I don't like, not that I don't like, I just, I get very anxious when I'm around a lot of people. So I see a bench is open, and nobody's really sitting there, nobody's around there. That's great. So I go sit down there, and foolishly I take my headphones out because I'm like, nobody's here, nobody's gonna sit next to me, like I'm fine, like let me just look at the scenery, look at the trains that are coming. And so then this guy, I don't know his name, I don't know. So we're gonna call him, what should we call him, y'all? Let's call him X. Like the letter X. Not like my ex. Anyway, so X decides to sit next to me, right? And I'm still not thinking of it, even though I'm like, there's a big bench and you decide to sit right next to me, which is, y'all, don't do that, okay? Especially if there's another bench open and there's nobody sitting there, go sit there. Not go sit directly next to somebody, okay? Why? That's weird. Anyways, so he comes and he sits next to me, and I'm not even wearing nothing like, fashionable. I don't wear nothing like cute. I'm just wearing like leggings, like crop top, something chill. I was traveling day outfits. Y'all know the deal. And so this man, he just starts looking at me, and you can feel when somebody's looking at you. So I'm in my phone like scrolling because when I don't want to talk to somebody, I'm scrolling to my phone. So then he like looks at me, and I don't even know how the conversation started, but I think he complimented me. He was like, oh, like you look good. And I was like, thank you, because I ain't about to dish your compliment. Thank you. I do look good, huh? I know. He asked my age. Yeah, that's just weird. He was like, how old are you? And I was like, why are you trying to know? You're not trying to catch a case or something? I get that, but that's creepy. That shit to ask that first. It makes me wonder what you did in your past that asked that question. But maybe it's everybody asking that question. I think so. Anyways, he asks my age, right? And I'm like, I'm 18. Was I 19? I think I was 18. I was 18, y'all. So I go, I'm 18. He was like, oh, okay, not trying to get this and nothing like that. I was like, in my head, there's nothing to catch a case about because we're not talking, sir. Like, I don't know you, you don't know me, so why are you catching a case? Anyway, conversation continues, and he's like, starts talking about his life. And at first I didn't really think nothing of it. In my mind, I was like, okay, I guess everyone was talking about their life today. Like, I don't know what's in the air, but okay. And this man starts telling me stories. I'm like, this is kind of hella creepy. So then he starts talking about how he's like had to run away from the police one time. I said, sir, in my mind, I was like, sir, you're a felon? Because I can't help you. I can't run away from the police, okay? I'm going to give your self up. I'm trying not to curse on here, y'all, because, I got people who call me. But I will give you up, sir. Are you a felon? And, like, anyways, he talks about how he was running away from the police one time, and his leg got caught on the gate, and this is a little team out, but his leg got caught in the gate and then like gashed his leg open. I know y'all, it makes me squirm. But his leg got caught in the gate or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay. And this man goes, do you want to see it? Do you want to see what? Do you want to see my leg? No, sir. No. You know, I don't really like that stuff. So you don't really have to show me, sir. It's fine. No. Like, you see it. So this man starts rolling up his jeans to show me the gash on his leg and where he got stitches. I didn't know how to respond to that. Like, how do you respond to that? First of all, why would you show someone knowing that they don't want to see it where you got stitches from running away from the police because your ass decided to jump over a gate? Okay. So I'm like, oh, yikes, so it looks like it hurts. Oh my gosh. At this point in my mind, I'm like, okay, all right. I don't like talking to people. Like, my anxiety's already up because I'm like, this conversation's kind of weird. Like, not really getting a good positive vibe. So, I scoop myself over. And so X decides to scoop himself over. I'm like, are you sitting like close to me? Like, there's so much space. Like, you have the whole rest of the bench or so close to me. So at this point, I know what this man's trying to do. So he starts talking about how he want to revenge on people, for people who done him dirty and like done him wrong in life, and that everybody is going to get what comes around to them. And like, I know this man is not talking about me because we don't know each other. But in my head, I'm like, are you talking about me? Like, sorry, I don't know you. Like, I ain't do nothing. So please don't take no revenge out on me because I ain't do nothing to you. I don't know you. And I'm like, okay. So at this point, since I do like have anxiety and everything, like, there's like a lot of alerts going off. It's like, like alarms going off. In my head, I'm like, girl, like something's wrong with this man. Like, you need to get away. And when I'm put in situations where I'm feeling anxious, I try to come up with a way to calm myself down or like an escape plan. So finally we get to a point and I'm like, I'm going to get up and walk away from this man, because if we go on the same train, like, I don't want him following me. Like, poor guy. Not poor guy. Like, it was weird. Like, let me know if I'm like being dramatic. Maybe I am being like over dramatic and like, a little crazy, but like the whole situation was weird. And I had already had the situation on the train prior. So everything was like a little weird. So I get up and I go stand like further down the like train place. I don't know how to explain it, but away from him. Oh, actually, let me back up. And when I'm put in uncomfortable situations, I try to figure out how to let somebody know, or like I said, an escape plan. So while I was sitting, there was somebody like an older man who was sitting like back in the back of me, but he was like turned that way. So like while I'm talking to this guy, I'm like making eye contact with this man of like an older stature, of like, hey, like, this man's kind of like weird. Like, if something happens, I need you to remember my face. Like, I need you to like know, like, just making like eye contact with somebody, know that like I'm feeling kind of uncomfortable, So then I get up and I walk down to like where I'm standing, and immediately I start I think I was either FaceTiming or texting my friend. Cause I'm like, girl, like, this man, like, he's kind of giving me a weird vibe. Like, he's kind of throwing me off. Like, I'm kind of scared. Like, cause I normally Uber home, from the train station. I guess I really should tell y'all that, cause y'all, I don't know who watching it, but I Uber home. So I was like, girl, like, I feel kind of like strange. I feel kind of weird. Like, I feel like something up. Like, I'm a very like vibe person. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but I can feel when something's off, or I can feel like when I'm in like a scary or negative situation. So I'm texting my friend, I'm like, hey, can you just pick me up when I get there? Because if anything, I don't want to have to be waiting around standing, because I don't know what's going to happen. So, and I think I start FaceTiming her at this point. So it comes time that the train comes, and, they're scanning tickets. And I see this man is like looking for me, like he's like, not like that, but he's like looking. So I'm over here like, I'm over here like that. Like, I'm not trying to be seen. Because I don't want this man to know where I'm sitting. Like, I don't want him to see me. So we get in. He gets in further down. I get in this train cart, whatever the car called. So I go sit down. I think that I'm good, right? And keep in mind, yeah, I am on FaceTime with my friend. So I'm on FaceTime with my friend because I'm letting her know what's happening. I'm like, girl, you need to pick me up, but you need to stay on the phone, because if something happens, like, I don't know. So that's going on. I think I'm good. I'm on FaceTime with my friend. There's a situation going on outside with this man. I think like he was on something. I don't really know, but the cops are coming. Like, they have to take him away. I'm like, what is going on today? And like, all of that is just making me feel even more anxious. Like, all of that is like playing a part, because I'm like, yo, like, I do not feel safe right now. Like, I do not feel good. Like, I feel scared. Like, I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, I never have this many issues when I'm traveling. Like, why all today everybody want to act weird? Like, what is any air? But it's fine. I mean, it's not fine, because y'all don't do any of this stuff. Like, please don't act crazy. It's 2021. You should know when you're acting crazy. So I'm in the car. I'm FaceTiming my friend. And suddenly, I see this man walk up the cart, because there's like 2 levels. There's kind of like 3 levels, but there's like 2 levels. So I'm sitting on the 2nd level. And he walks up and he walks past me. I'm like, okay, maybe he didn't see me. Maybe he didn't see me, right? I'm like, good, okay. This man gonna come back and be like, hey, why don't you come sit next to me? Again, sit next to who? Sit next to who? No, sir. I'm FaceTiming. This is exactly what I said. I said, I'm FaceTiming my friend. Like, I can't. He was like, okay. And continues walking, like, to go find his seat. So at this point, I'm like, girl, he just came back. He came back. He was looking for me. This man went through all these carts, because I was at the far end, because I was trying to get away from this man. This man went through all these carts looking for me. And I was like, oh no, this is not going on. Like, okay, maybe he's just trying to go smack. I don't know. But it was like getting vibes off. I don't know if he's trying to talk or whatever. So, but I was clearly getting up the vibes. I was getting up the vibes that I don't want to talk to you. Like, I don't. Like, I have my headphones. I eventually put my headphones again. I'm on FaceTime. Like, I don't want to talk to you, sir. So at this point, like, again, like, the alarm, pew, 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 still going off in my head. I'm on FaceTime with my friend. Like, girl, I'm getting stalked. This man just went through all these cars trying to look for me. I don't know what's gonna happen. So then I see him come back, and I think he came back to see if I was still in the car, because then He goes down a level from me, and he just stands there. And I'm like, yo, why? You can get off at any other door. First of all, you weren't even sitting nowhere near me. Like, why are you trying to look for me? Like, no, like, that's not okay. Like, are you trying to kidnap me? Like, what? Like, what? I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. No. Gots to go. So, eventually, like, we're about to get to my stop. And eventually he goes away. So I'm like, great, because my stop is right here. I need to get out before this man seems gets out this train. Like, I need to get out. So I got all my stuff together, y'all. All of it. Normally I take my time, collecting. No, I was like, no, we gotta go, y'all. We gotta go. So I do that, and I get my stuff, and I get out the train, and my friend meets me, and I'm like, thank God. I'm telling my friend everything that happened. Like, even though I'm like joking about the situation and laughing about the situation, it was very like not traumatic. I guess traumatic in a way for me, because like I said, I do struggle with like anxiety, and that was very like very anxious moment of mine, like to the point where I was having like anxiety attacks after that day. Like, I think I had one when I got home, and then I had one a couple days later, and I was like, I would cry. I think I called my sister or whoever. Like, a lot of people know this story if you're close to me. And I was just like not having it. Like, that's the first time where I felt like, I don't know, like this is kind of throwing me off. Like, I feel like very anxious. I'm not gonna say that man tried to kidnap me. Like, I really just think now, looking back, that he was probably just trying to like flirt with me and like talk to me, and didn't notice that he was coming off like weird. And I guess like me traveling by myself, and there's a lot of stories of like black women going missing and being taken, and you never hear nobody trying to find them, thanks to the system. So it was just a lot. And I know this as a young woman, when I'm traveling alone, like, you always have to be alert, because you never know what's going to happen, unfortunately. And so that's kind of where I was coming from. I don't want y'all to think like, girl, this girl is crazy. Like, she think that every person gonna steal her. Like, no, that's not the case. It's just the situation I was in. That's how I felt at the time. But that is the story, y'all. I hope you enjoyed this story time. I have a lot more stories to tell. So if you want to see another story time from me, make sure you comment it down below, and comment any other videos that you want to see from me. And also make sure you follow me on Instagram at nia.staylor, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and get everybody to watch this video, and tell all your friends, and to subscribe to me. And I love y'all, and I'll be back with another video. Bye.